Hey guys, Grevo Tools here. I saw some guys online talking about these Milton color style. Basically, if you got a purple plug and a purple end, then they'll fit. And I've actually had some pretty good use out of these, so I thought I'd do a quick review comparison. Um, so these are made by Milton, which is normally a made in the USA company. However, these ones are made in Taiwan or China, depending on which shipment you get. I think mine are all Taiwan. I don't have any of the packaging left. So, aluminum body. This might be steel. Actually, where's a magnet? I got a magnet here. Probably could have checked this before I turned the video on. Yeah, so that's steel. Oh, maybe that is steel. I don't know. These guys are definitely aluminum, though. So I guess steel body, that explains why if you look, this one you can see not a lot of the color's gone, but it's already oxidized really heavily. And I'm not going to lie, these have not withstood very much use and abuse, in my opinion. I only purchased these because they were on a clearance sale on Milton or a holiday special or something. I bought a bunch of 10 packs so that I could swap my entire shop over from the A style or M style, this style, over to the Milton V. And there you can see a comparison on how much more airflow you get out of it. I mean, this guy just about fits in there, the OD of this into the ID of the Milton V. So this is a common one you see. I didn't want to mess with a bunch of adapters like this to try and make things work. I wanted everything done in one shot, so I took a risk and bought these pretty cheaply. Swapped everything over, and now you can see I've got a bunch of the better quality Milton made in the USA stuff because as these are failing, they're getting replaced. So just some rough numbers on these. You can see this one hasn't had much of any use, but this, I mean, has a little bit. This one's still not a whole lot of use, but look how oxidized it is when you compare the two. So haven't been impressed with that. The big failure on these female ones that I've had is you put the end in and everything's fine. As soon as you let it out, there's a audible psh leak that you can't get to reseat. If the end is in, then it's no problem. Well, if this was on a tool or something. But that's been my most common failure. I just have chucked them and replaced them, so I don't have one here to show you. Just if you want to, well, in here, if you want to take a look at comparison-wise, this is a brand new Milton V style, but brass. I've been running these fittings when I was running the M style for a long time and had really good luck, so that's where I'm replacing these with the made in the USA. You want to compare these guys. So the other one big difference I've noticed, the hexes on these purple ones, because they're coming from overseas, they are weird sizes. So let me double check here. 21 millimeter on the females and 16 millimeter on the females. Just kind of a weird size to try and grab the right wrench. The other disappointment on the females that I've had, if you can see here, that aluminum, try and get some light in there, sorry. That aluminum is not holding up super well. Right where those ball bearings grab on here, it just chowders them up. This one you can see it doesn't have a whole lot of life left in it. Some of my heavier duty tools, you know, like a air ratchet or something like that, they've all been long replaced because the pulling on it and the kinking just puts big divots in there and they get crunchy and then they start leaking and just no good. Yeah, haven't been super impressed with them. But since we're talking about it, you do have to bring price in here. So I went on Amazon and looked them up. So, and we're not going to talk, we're just going to talk about these guys here. So you can obviously get them in the style, the male end with the female threads, the female end with the male threads. I didn't look all of them up. We're just going to talk about these for comparison. So the Milton Color Fit female is going to run you $3.52 per coupler if you purchase a 10 pack. Now, obviously, they have a whole bunch of different kits online where you can buy combinations of them, 10 packs, 5 packs, depends on where you're going. I just want to find something kind of consistent to compare them. The female, I was not able to find a 10 pack of these, but even looking at the packs, the price seemed pretty consistent. These are going to run you about $5 a piece. So not quite twice as much, but definitely a significant difference in price. Now, me personally, on this style, I've been running these for years without issues, where these ones have only, depending on their use, I'd say only will last 6 months to 18 months. Most all of these have been replaced in my shop already. So I only have a couple of them floating around. These guys, on the other hand, like I said, plenty of years of use. So money-wise, I think you're definitely getting it out of there. Yeah, I don't know. They're just made in the USA. It's a much better feeling coupler. It doesn't look like crap after a couple of months, and they don't leak. So for the male ends with the female threads, you're looking at 86 cents for a 20 pack of these, or $1.91 for a 10 pack. Now, not to say if you bought these in a 10 pack, they might be a little bit more expensive, or these might be a little bit cheaper if you bought, similar size packs. But I've had much better luck with these. I guess I didn't pull one out, but I've never noticed any gouging or dings down here. They don't feel crunchy. These are steel, whereas these are brass, if I didn't mention that already. And then this is aluminum. So, I mean, these are lightweight. Wouldn't take a whole lot if you drop a tool just to snap that right off. So I don't know. All in all, I bought the color style so I could swap everything over in one shot, not have to worry about adapters. I got a really good deal, even better than the prices I'm giving you now. So I'm not completely unhappy with the decision. There's still a number of tools in my garage that have the color ones on there for the female or the male ends. But most of my female ends, those are being used constantly for different tools, so most of those have already worn out. These ones on my lesser used tools, a lot of them are still working. Like I said, I don't dig this guy out very often. I've got one with a gauge on it, but it still is already chowdering up. Yeah, so one last comment on it, just because I got it here so I can show you. So they also make these guys, and this is a Prevost Euro style coupler. And the cool thing about it is nothing to pull back when you press it in. And this, when you press a button, won't release until the air is released and you let up on the button. So I can't do it quick enough because it's just a short whip hose on here to really show you. But kind of cool where this isn't going to go whipping out. It lets the air drain. Sorry, it's connected to the compressor. Out the end there safely while you are waiting for that air to come out. So I picked up about a dozen of these at Northern Tool. They were clearing them out. I think I only paid like 50 cents for the most I paid. I went to like 3 different stores and cleared out everything they had because the normal price at Northern Tool was $25, $27 just for this one coupler. I've been very happy with them, with the exception of, I'll show you here, the cool style. So what's on here, you can't really see it hanging down, but it's just a short whip. Add some flexibility, or I have that little air blower guy in there. But I also use it as an adapter when somebody comes over and they're running the M style ends, because the Milton V style, whether it's the Color Fit or their standard made in the USA ones, will also fit in there and seal. Oh, of course. Now it's not going to. But I doubt you'd have that problem with the good quality one. Yeah, there we go. See, like I said, I just haven't had good luck with these guys. But it's nice that those will plug in there. Now, this is technically the Euro style, which is completely compatible. Here's a blowout guy that I use. Works just fine with the Milton V style. but it will not seal on the Milton M style. I was gonna say, sometimes you can get it to grab, but yeah. So that's why I do keep this little whip hose out here. I just think it's kind of handy for if I want one of these inline air nozzles, a little more flexibility, or if I need to adapt mine because somebody else is over in my shop using their tools, I just keep this guy around. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go so far as to say I'm gonna spend $25 a coupler on these. For the 50 cents I paid for each of them, absolutely worth the price when even these guys are running about $5 a piece. But neat coupler if you're interested. Hopefully that kind of spells out some of the differences between the V, the Euro style, and the A, and where the compatibility is. Shout out below. I'm sure I missed a few things. I'm doing this quick on a football Sunday just to answer some questions I saw some guys have online. And hopefully this gives you some kind of an honest review and a real world experience. Like I said, I don't have any, times that this guy's been coupled and uncoupled. And it's not like I baby an air fitting, So I just expect them to work, and that's what I want out of them. But yeah, let me know if you have questions, comments, more ideas, something you want me to go more in depth on. I went and got all the pricing on the M style couplers. Very similar for both the Color Fit and the Made in the USA, as long as you're talking about Milton. So, all right, thanks guys. Sorry I'm not better at YouTube.